Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I have just done a couple of sketches on some easy flowers and I'm going to do something like this today and use up some scraps. Some journaling cards, easy to put in any journal. So I just did some scribbling in case I wanted to use some of these sketches as a focal point. So let's do some collage. And I had just taken some old book page and I thought we could use up those scraps that we have. So let's see if we can manage to do something like that today. I hope you all have had a nice day. We have holiday in Sweden tomorrow, so we are free from work. So that's nice. And then I took also Friday free as I had worked a bit too much, so I had time to take out as free time. So now I have holiday and weekend is here. That's nice. I'm always creative late at night, so it's perfect for me if I can have a day off and not need to go to bed early. I have done some eco dyeing tonight, and that was a bit exciting. I used handmade paper, so they got a bit fragile, but I think I managed it anyway. We will see tomorrow when they have dried. I have tried some new mordants, so I hope that it will be nice so that we can get some nice pages. I'm going to keep it neutral today. As most of my scraps I have on my table is kind of like this. I have a few pieces that are colored. Some watercolor pieces I have made. So maybe a little color, but not so much. I like to have a lot of these neutral scraps. It's always a nice start when you do your journaling cards. Even if you need some color, you can add that later on. So I'm just taking whatever is in front of me and find a place for them onto my three cards. A bit big, but then at least we use all of it up and not making another scrap. I think it's a bit meditative to sit and do things like this. Don't need to think so much, and sometimes it's actually really good because you get patterns then that you haven't thought of earlier. So suddenly you have something really nice on your cards. Oh, it's a bit big. Maybe that one. Oops. Okay, that one didn't want to be on my card, so let's take something else and leave the other one on the floor. Sometimes I need to dive down on my floor to find what I need. They do actually clean sometimes. And I can find some treasures on my floor. Let's do a couple of more. just dripping and gluing down. Not thinking, just putting it down. Try to keep with my rule that everything should be seen in the end of the collage. Don't want to cover things up mostly. Try to have that rule when I do my collages, so I know that everything is worth putting down. Don't be afraid for papers that are plain and not so patterned. Sometimes just the paper itself with the old patina and colors is perfect. Maybe a little bit of bluish color in that edge. Some days I can collage without any problems. I can just sit and put down piece after piece. But some days it don't work. So I can feel that almost right away when I start to play with my scraps, if it's a scrap day or not. When you have this flow that you just can put it down and it looks perfect, then you know it's a good day for. But it also is a nice way to get going. Sometimes you can feel that you don't know where to start or what to do. Then collaging is always giving me inspiration. Gets me into some kind of flow. And when I'm tired and don't have the energy for my brain to use some special medium or something like that, then it's perfect with collage. You can't ruin anything and you can't make something wrong. You can always save something that is collaged. And sometimes I do them kind of half done, so I put a few pieces on them and then I leave them until I'm going to use them, in case I want other colors or something like that. But I always have a lot of scrap pieces laying around, or scrap collages, maybe I should say. So I'm just going to put the leftover scraps away, and then we are going to see if we can find a focal point to put on these and finish them up a little bit. Back in a second. So I found these small photos. So I thought that could be nice focal points on the journaling cards. And I have choose some cute and simple pieces. But I think we need something kind of behind them, a piece of lace or something like that. Tyvek. And some dotted textile is laying around. Do I have something more? Some more small pieces of white, some embroidery. Just need to lift a little bit on everything on the table. That it's a lot of things you can use. See, not difficult at all. Okay, maybe we should have had some cheesecloth. If I can find any neutral ones, then I actually need to... Oh no. I had that too. See? Perfect to have a mess on your table. Can find beautiful things here. Okay, let's see. Let's take one at a time and looking for the perfect piece. Let's take this one. Scribbling that. We have a cute journaling card, just made from scraps, except for the photo though. No gold. Piece of antique lace scrap is never wrong. Two. This one with a little bit of darker. And I'm putting them on different places, so it won't be the same everywhere. so much glue on that one, so I think I can put another one on top of it, just for some dimensional. And then you can always add some embroidery or something like that if you would like later on when you are finding a spot. Let's make a sewing pattern around the sketch. Looks like I have sewed it down to the paper. I can sew, but I don't want to do that as they are going to be journaling cards. Then I don't want to have any seams on the back of the cards. But you can put the collage together first and then put it on the back paper if you would like to have sewing on them. I think we will go with the corner. And the last one. And then the bird. Well, it's a duck. Scrap of Tyvek. And maybe some dimensional piece. Didn't like that piece with the triangle on. It was a bit too much white. Something like that, I think. So let's look at our pieces. Put those scraps away. Glue peeking out, then you can always put on some gold for that little extra nice touch. No glue here. There we go. Squeeze down the cheesecloth a little bit, and then we can add the gold on that edge. Snip the sharp corners. So tonight's result: 6 journaling cards to use in our journals, and we have a lot less scraps on our table. So go get your scraps and start playing, and I will see you the next time. Until then, bye bye from Sweden.